Since ancient times, humans have searched for ways to expand and alter their perception. Among all the substances discovered, alcohol has held a unique place, celebrated in rituals, used as ancestral medicine, and revered as a symbol of pleasure and escape. But have you ever paused to ask yourself what alcohol truly is? What effects it has beyond the physical body? Beyond the mind? In this video, we will embark on a deep and revealing journey into the hidden dimensions of alcohol, exploring not just its physical impact, but its energetic, spiritual, and esoteric influences. The word alcohol has roots tracing back to ancient Arabic. The term Al-Kuhul didn't originally refer to a drink, but to a fine black powder used in alchemical rituals. This powder, according to some mystical interpretations, symbolized the separation of the soul from the body, an energetic disassociation. And although in our modern era alcohol is consumed for recreational purposes, that original symbolism may still be alive, in ways few dare to consider. What if this substance doesn't just alter our perception, but weakens our spiritual essence? Alcohol is not merely an intoxicating liquid. According to ancient teachings, it acts as a veil, an energetic fog that clouds higher perception and disconnects the individual from their inner wisdom. When someone drinks excessively, their energetic body loses strength. The aura weakens, energy centers or chakras become unbalanced, and the mind loses clarity. This fragmented state isn't just psychological, it's spiritual. In many ancestral cultures, it was believed that in these vulnerable moments, the soul became exposed to external influences, from dark thoughts to low-vibration entities. The world's major philosophical and religious traditions have had an ambiguous relationship with alcohol. In Buddhism, the fifth precept forbids the use of intoxicants, as they cloud the mind and distract from the path to enlightenment. In Hinduism, although ritual beverages like soma exist, common alcohol is seen as an obstacle to the expansion of the self. In Islam, the Quran declares alcohol as a work of dark forces that confuse the mind and divert one from divine remembrance. In Christianity, although wine holds symbolic value in some rituals, its abuse is associated with sin, loss of control, and soul decay. In shamanism, while sacred plants are used to connect with the unseen, alcohol is rarely part of these rituals. It's said that rather than opening doors of healing, it opens portals that drain vital energy. Everything in the universe vibrates. Emotions like love, compassion, and gratitude carry high frequencies. Alcohol, by contrast, lowers the human vibrational frequency. That's why when someone is drunk, they feel outside of themselves, disconnected, or even trapped in dense emotions like sadness or rage. Mystical traditions teach that humans possess multiple subtle bodies. The astral body, which governs awareness in non-physical planes, is deeply affected by alcohol consumption. Under its influence, this body becomes destabilized, opening gateways to external energies. Have you ever wondered why so many people, after a night of heavy drinking, wake up feeling empty, guilty, or anxious? It's not just a physical hangover, it's spiritual fragmentation. Alcohol disrupts the flow of prana, the vital life force. Energy centers such as the third eye, linked to intuition, becomes clouded. The solar plexus, tied to willpower, weakens. The throat chakra, connected to truth, gets distorted. In a state of intoxication, the inner voice vanishes. Intuition falls silent. And the higher self, that wise part of you that guides from the soul, is completely disconnected. At that point, humans stop acting from awareness and begin to be driven by their most unconscious impulses. From a karmic perspective, every action has a consequence. When a person acts from the unconsciousness triggered by alcohol, they create impacts not just physically, but energetically, effects that may last a lifetime or even beyond. Hurtful words, broken promises, irresponsible acts, all leave a mark. Many become trapped in repetitive cycles of guilt, addiction, and disconnection. The world we experience is a reflection of our internal energy. When we lower our vibration, we attract chaos, conflict, and darkness. Ongoing alcohol consumption aligns our frequency with those dense energies. That's why so many people who drink frequently face problematic relationships, financial blocks, or existential crises. It's not a coincidence, it's vibrational resonance. It is said that every person is accompanied and protected by spiritual guides, but these presences can only intervene when a person maintains a minimum level of consciousness. Under the influence of alcohol, this protection weakens. The energy field cracks, and the person becomes vulnerable to external forces. That's why so many ancient cultures saw alcohol as a substance that breaks divine connection. But all is not lost. There are ancient practices to cleanse the body, raise vibration, and reconnect with the soul. Conscious fasting allows the body to eliminate toxins and regain balance. Detoxifying herbal teas, like milk thistle, dandelion, or nettle. Spiritual baths, with salt and herbs like lavender or rosemary. Meditation and breathwork, to calm the mind and reintegrate the aura. High-frequency sounds, mantras, Tibetan bowls, or solfeggio tones. Visualization and sacred geometry, to restore spiritual alignment. Transformation isn't just about quitting drinking, it's about reclaiming your inner power. The energy once lost in confusion can now be redirected toward your consciousness, your purpose, your true essence. Every choice you make shapes your reality. It's not about morality, it's about vibration and clarity, about choosing whether you want to live from your soul or from the veil of illusion. Now that you've made it this far, you can no longer say you didn't know. Alcohol is not just a substance, it's a tool that can disconnect you from your true self, but it's also a teacher. One that, if heard with awareness, can show you the value of your inner light. The choice is yours. You can choose clarity over confusion, presence over forgetfulness, spirit over escape. And if you're watching this, it's because a part of you has already awakened. Are you ready to reclaim your energy? To remember who you truly are? The journey begins now. And it all starts by returning to yourself. But what does it truly mean to return to yourself? In a world filled with distractions, noise, and endless demands, it is easy to lose touch with our essence, the core of who we are beyond the roles, labels, and stories we carry. Alcohol, like many other substances and habits, can act as a veil, pulling us further away from this truth.